Hello everyone and welcome back to Navis Nobili. Today I am finishing up the Orc fleet list and I'm going to talk to you about the Rock. The Rock is an 80-point defense that you can take in pretty much perpetuity with no restrictions involved. It is little more than a clump of rocks with a couple of engines haphazardly bolted on, with maybe a door if you're lucky, and maybe vacuum sealing if the orcs are lucky. But they probably aren't. But that doesn't never stopped an orc before. So what is a rock? Well, first things first, it is a defense, which means it's really easy to shoot. It has 8 hits. It has 10 centimeter speed. Its turn is special. Its shield is 1, as a 5-up armor and 1 turret. It is equipped with a heavy guns battery at strength 4 all around. It is equipped with a 45 centimeter guns battery at D6 plus 6 all around, and it has a D6 torpedo salvo all around. A lot of firepower for an 80-point defense. So, how the heck do these stupid things work? Well, first things first, you can use them as orbital defenses, but you can also just use them in any fleet. Now, on all ahead full special orders, here's the funny thing is, first things first, orc rocks travel 10 centimeters forward in a straight line, no more, no less. You can't really slow them down. They may not turn or use burn retros or come to new heading. So how the heck do you move these stupid things? On all ahead full special orders, rocks move an extra 2d6 centimeters in any direction at the end of their move. If this causes them to move 10 centimeters or more in a different direction, right? Any direction they want. Remember, all ahead full. This is unique all ahead full rules. But if they move 10 centimeters or more in a different direction to the one that they are traveling in, it becomes their new direction of travel. So if they're moving straight ahead, you go all ahead full and you roll 2d6. You go in any direction you want, okay? And if that all ahead full is above 10 centimeters, the roll of all ahead full, you can see it right here, is greater than 10 centimeters, you keep going in that direction. So all ahead full becomes very important for maneuvering rocks. Due to their low speed and considerable momentum, rocks which are crippled or moving through blast markers do not reduce their speed because they're just freaking rocks. Rocks in a gravity well may make a free turn like a normal ship, 45 degrees towards the planet, and place themselves in a stationary or low orbit. Rocks lack complex systems. If they suffer a crit, they just take additional damage. When a rock is reduced to 0 damage, it breaks up, and you do not roll for catastrophic. You just replace it with 4 blast markers. So, why take a rock? Because they're cheap. They're cheap 8-hit ships with all-around firepower, with torpedoes, a very strong guns battery, and heavy guns. So if they actually get close to something, they can cause a lot of pain. And they're dirt cheap. 80 points. So I've seen nothing but rocks and a Space Hulk in a fleet, and it's positively comedic. It's like watching an enemy fighting a very, very spiky asteroid field. They're wonderful. Now, the downside, of course, is they are hard to maneuver and they are slow. But 80 points. It doesn't matter if they're slow. You just have a whole mess of them. Fill the board. But they also prove to be very irritating for Eldar players because while they are slow, this all around 45 centimeter D6 plus 6 guns battery is really inconvenient for Eldar because there's no facing for them to attack that doesn't have a guns battery that can reach them and cause significant damage to them. And even if you go all ahead full and half your firepower, that's still up to a strength 6 weapons battery that you can still shoot at 45 centimeters. That's enough to cause significant damage to any Eldar craft. So, yeah, rocks are great. And there's no specific miniature for them, but you can make them. And I'm sure that you can go on Soulforge Studios and look at the things they have there because they do have good looking rocks. So that was the very last ship for the orcs, and now I'm going to go on to the actual fleet list. Normally, orc fleet lists are very simple, but the orc clans are actually quite complicated. So next video is going to be quite long. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.